Hello, welcome back to my channel with me, A Sip of Abundance with Ny'Chel Dior. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. So today it's very different. So we're going to do a pick-a-pile. And what I want you to do is close your eyes and focus. Breathe in, breathe out. Pause the video if you have to. And focus. When you're ready and you feel inclined to, open your eyes, and whichever direction your eyes go towards, that is the pile for you. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. Okay, I will timestamp each pile for easy access, but if, like always, if you feel like you need to watch the whole thing, that's absolutely okay as well. And we're going to get started, and I will be pulling oracles as well. So let's get started with pile 1. I don't know what they say. I shuffled them out before I got started. And I will clarify if I need to with the rest of the deck. But let's just see what we have here for my pile 1 people. All right, pile 1 people, this message is for you, okay? The first thing I see is just a lot of juggling. We're starting off pretty strong with all these reversals. I'm going to just say there is a disconnect somewhere. You guys are not really focused. You guys are wanting, it's like the better aspects of life you're wanting, but you're unsure. There's a lot of unsurety, self-doubt, loss of, I want to say passion, but I don't really think it's loss of passion. It's more just like you're not into it. Like you want new things, you want the money, you want the house, you want the car, but you don't know how to get it. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of things that you're good at and you don't know which route to take, so to speak. And so that kind of leaves you unsure and you're juggling a lot. But the thing is, you have to change how you're looking at it. Okay, my lovelies. What I think right now, though, your biggest challenge could possibly be changing how you're looking at your situations and circumstances. These cards are at the bottom. But the thing that stands out the most to me is you're almost there. It's like you kind of, you know what you want, you know what you need. It's just a matter of getting there, and your focus is, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How is I going to do this? And you're turning away help. I do feel like you want the help, but because of whatever past experiences you may have had, you're turning it away. And it's kind of leaving you in this, you feel set back, so to speak. And with that setback, it leaves you kind of feeling like, I'm not sure, because it's like you do need the help and you're denying it for your own personal reasons. But I do think that having people have had helped you in the past left maybe I guess I'm gonna say, like, they left a scar on you, so to speak, and that causes conflict for you. I think the biggest thing right now is you need to figure out, you know, who you want to take help from, because you're going to need help with these next things, even if it's, and then I think also too, somebody to talk to. I hear somebody to talk to, and I think this is somebody who's feeling alone through life in general. You don't feel like you can trust anybody. You feel like you're not sure who you can lean on. And so I would just advise that, you know, you seek someone that you could possibly trust. And if all else fails, there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. It's like you want this unity with other people, whether it be friends, relationships, but there's a disconnect. You don't trust anybody right now. And I think you're looking at it from the past. Something happened to where you just don't trust anybody with your feelings or your innermost thoughts. And it kind of leaves you in a place where you feel stuck, so to speak. Because I have the Hangman, but the Hangman is saying you need to shift how you're thinking about this. Look at the glass half full, not half empty. And once you figure out how to balance what it is you're wanting things will start to become clear. But then at some point, you're going to have to choose. There's a decision that needs to be made, and I do see offers coming in, and you're going to have to decide what it is you truly want to do. I do want to clarify this Two of Pentacles, just to see how moving forward this could benefit you. Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision, but I do think good fortune does come your way. But this is about, you got to trust yourself. Use your guidance. When I'm looking at this, I kind of see like a compass, so to speak. Look, it's like you like direction right now. The direction that you're supposed to go in is going to come to you, but you have to pay attention. You have to kind of like open your eyes. You have to open your eyes. Right now, they're not really open. It's kind of like you're blindsided by the possibilities of things. Or you just have too much on your plate as well. I do sense that it's a lot of unsurety here. Yeah, it's like, how do I get to a bag? I want the bag, but I'm stuck. You don't feel in control. You feel like you've lost control. So I would challenge you, Pile 1 people, to figure out how to regain control over yourself first and foremost. I would also suggest, too, that with figuring out which direction you want to go, you kind of got to go into, like, getting, I'm a note taker, so this comes up a lot. I do think you have to start writing down your goals. You're doing too much, and it's kind of like I said, there's a lack of direction here, and it's like you're trying to figure out which way to go, and you don't know. Write down your goals so you can kind of, like, plan it out. You're just kind of like going off willy-nilly and it's not working for you, and it's overwhelming. But the thing is, this is going to cause for you to either talk to someone, or you're going to have to work with people and you don't really want to, or even just sharing your feelings in general. You have a lot on your chest that you need to get out, and I feel like this can go a few different ways. Obviously, it can go in direction of business relationships, so whatever way it feels it resonates for you, take it that way. And if not, let it go. But I would also, I would honestly say at this point right now, you have to start being honest with yourself about your needs, your goals, your wants, and then shift how things are supposed to look in your life. Because sometimes you have to ask yourself those hard questions about what is it that you truly want and need in your life. Okay, Pile 1 people, I do think right now there's a lot of decisions that need to be made, but I think it's not one of those one size fits all. I think you need to get clear. You need to get very clear on what it is you want out of life in general, because there's a lot of confusion going around in this moment. So Pile 1 people, I would say get clear. Your message is to get clear about what it is you want in general. Start writing things down, and then a plan will be formulated over time, but you have to get very clear, okay? I hope that helps for my Pile 1 people, and we are going to move on to Pile 2. Pile 2 people, hey y'all. These are from my Pile 2 people. Oh boy. All right, Pile 2. Interesting. So my Pile 2 people, this is interesting to me because it's kind of, I'm seeing invisible competition. It's kind of like you want to do something that everybody else is doing and you're not. You're feeling like there's just all of this external competition, when I feel like this is your message loud and clear. Oh my God, this is so funny how these things come to me. All I'm hearing right now is you can't compete where you don't compare. So you're not in comparison to anybody else, and nobody compares to you. You are perfect in your own way, in your own, you're perfect in your own way, right? And so with that, it doesn't, you don't need to see what everybody else is doing. You can shine too. It's more than enough out here for everybody. But it's kind of like you're afraid to step out, and it's like you're gaining the knowledge, but you're just so frustrated because you don't feel like your idea is good enough. or what you want is good enough, or you're trying to please other people about people you deal with. I definitely get the strong sense that somebody's judging in your circle the people you hang out with or the relationship that you're in. People are not going for it. Like, they want you happy and they're saying, oh, I care about you. But at the end of the day, it's your life. You have to figure it out. We go through things. We learn things. But I do think after some self-reflection and you start to pull back on what it is you want, things do start to come around full circle. But I also think you're not giving yourself enough credit because you're thinking about what everybody else wants except for what you want. What do you want? What do you need in this moment? And then I'm thinking there's like a loss of, there's definitely a loss of connectivity, but I think this is connectivity to the self. You're unsure as well. But I think this unsurety comes from like societal pressures, people in your ear, people influencing your decisions, and you want to make everybody happy, but you're not happy. I do have this sense that the friends that you keep, nobody likes. I sense a lot of judgment in that area. I do think, though, once you kind of like set some boundaries, things will get a little bit better for you. But I'm sensing the fact that right now you're unsure of what to do. And I feel like this might be a younger population I'm speaking about, or a new relationship. Everybody just has everything to say. They're in your business. And it's kind of like, oh my God, leave me alone. Like, let me be. You feel like, and this is the card that I'm looking at. You feel like it's never good enough. I want to get to the top, but it's never good enough. So people keep pulling you down, trying to keep you where they are. And that's not what you ultimately want. You want to be at the top. But unfortunately, you're not feeling that way. And something, I'm sensing somebody wants you to stay a child forever or stay where you are. It doesn't necessarily be like literally staying as a child. I do think that there is a desire for you to be in the same place and space. Somebody doesn't want you to elevate. This is definitely a hater, or I'm getting the sense of a parent. Okay. So I do feel like this could be somebody who's just not ready for you to do something different, but I do have the strong feeling that this is somebody who doesn't want you to be better than they are, but you're not looking at it that way. This is heavy on hater, like, I'm the only one that can be great, and that's the dumb stuff. So you probably should really look at who you call friends. And even with family, I know sometimes like we can't choose our family, but so you have to just be mindful of who you're telling your goals to, because everybody's not interested in seeing you win. And it's kind of like you're taking a different approach. This actually came in as a reverse, so sorry. You're taking a different approach to things and people don't agree with it. They want you to go the traditional route and you're like, well, this is 2022. The old shit didn't work, but people are so stuck in their ways. And so that's why I'm getting the feeling that this is a parent that's just not interested in letting you do the things that you want to do. They think that it's kind of like a cut and dry answer. Like, okay, you got to go to high school, finish high school, get your diploma, go to college, get a degree, get a job. And you're like, no, that's not how I want to live my life. You want to do things your way. You're thinking that the old way is broken. And so I do see a lot of discrepancy there. And that's where I feel like that disconnect is coming from, because like, I want to do me, but I can't be free. I don't feel like I have this place and space to really voice how I feel. People think what you're doing is not a good idea, or they think it's stupid. They basically don't believe in you. So it's kind of like you have to show up and prove, stick to your own goals and stop trying to worry about what everybody else is thinking and feeling. It's not for them, and then just this is the thing. These are the things that light you up. These are the things that make you happy. This is what you want to do with your life. And you have to be true to yourself at this moment. So I would say, with, especially when it comes to parents, it can be hard, but you have to live your life the way you see fit. They had their turn. They lived their lives. They're still living their lives. You have to figure it out for you, whatever that may mean to you. But I will say, at the end of the day, it is your life. Do what you will with that information. I'm not telling anyone to go disrespect their parents. But what I'm saying is you have to have a mind of your own and not allow other people's fears and frustrations kind of like project into your life and how you do things. You stay focused on what it is you want so that ultimately you can get to where you want to be in life, wherever that may be. All right, for my pile 2 people, I hope that helps. And pile 3. All right, my pile 3 people. Ooh, you've been in the dark long enough. Oh shit. Oh shit. Baby. It's interesting the way some of these cards come up. Okay. What's that song? I'm so sick of being lonely every night while my man is out with his homies. That song is in my head loud and clear. Somebody is tired of being single, but they are tired of the heartbreak. And it's kind of like, I'm so used to wearing my heart on my sleeve, I'm not doing that again. But I know who the fuck I am. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. And I deserve the world. But how do I translate that into the energetic field? Obviously, that may not be what you're specifically asking, but I do sense the how. How do I do that? Like, I know what I don't want to tolerate, but how do I do that? Because I'm tired of going to bed frustrated and upset because people keep doing me wrong and you move too fast. You move way too fast for my pile 3 people, okay? This is saying you have to be a lot more smarter about the things that you do, the company that you keep, keeping your eyes and ears open, paying attention. I'm not saying the heart gets us in trouble, but you're missing things that otherwise if you weren't so wrapped up in your infatuation with the person, you wouldn't miss these things because you are smart and you know this. And then you're sitting around, oh my God, why didn't I see this coming? Or I knew this was going to happen, whoop-de-whoop. Well, you knew and you ignored it. But you're ready to start over. You're ready to give it a chance. You're ready to try again. You're wanting something fresh and new to kind of get you like up and moving. Because you do feel like you want that happiness, but the problem I'm seeing is you think that a partner is going to bring you that happiness. That is not the case, boo-boo. The case is that you need to recognize that your own happiness starts with you first, and that person only comes in to magnify what you've already done. So if you're not happy within yourself at this moment, you're not going to be happy with someone else. So you need to figure out what it is to be happy for you, and then allow the universe to do its work. God, whoever your higher power is, let that happen the way it needs to happen. But you got to start loving on you. I do think that you're very vulnerable, and you think going in vulnerable is the answer. That hasn't worked for you. So put it back. Shield your heart. Pull it back a little bit. I'm not saying be mean and cold towards people, but what I'm saying is stop going in telling people you're in love already. You move too quick, way too quick. You don't even give it time to to grow. You just jump right in. Oh, I like this person. You're my boyfriend now. Oh, I like this person. You're my girlfriend now. You got to slow down. Get to know the person. But first of all, get to know you. What do you really like? What do you really want? Can you honestly answer those questions? And how do you want to feel in a relationship? That's something you've not acknowledged because you don't really know. You can sit here and say, well, I want a guy that looks like this. You're talking about his looks, his job, his money, his, whether he has children or not, his family structure. How does this person make you feel? That's where you're dropping the ball because you don't know how you want to feel. Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to feel protected, secure, financially stable? Do you want to feel like you can trust the person, that they're trustworthy? How do you feel? Okay? And I do know that you're sick and tired of being single. And I'm hearing like My Side of the Bed is Cold. Trey Songz, that song. I hear songs a lot sometimes. Like So I'm hearing your side of the bed. You're like, and then I'm also feeling like you're wanting someone to come back. There's nothing wrong with that person coming back, but let me say this, because in conjunction to tarot, I do incorporate the law of assumption. In the event you want an old person back, you have to do the work so they don't show up crappy again. You're going to get what you are, meaning you attract what you are, meaning if you feel down and horrible about yourself in any aspect, especially relationships, the person and the people that you deal with will reflect that back to you. You have to shift your thinking about yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting someone back. It's absolutely nothing wrong, because unfortunately, that lower version of you attracted that lower version of them. So it all can change. I don't give a damn about all of that stuff people say free with. No, we'll talk about that another day. I'm telling you, if you, and I'm getting heavy on, I want my ex back. Again, it's nothing wrong with that. But in the event that you do want them back and things ended badly the first time, second time, or even the third time, I'm feeling like a lot of energy here. This is a on and off again thing, because y'all just can't seem to get it right. You have to shift your thinking and your feeling about yourself. And I mean, get down to the nitty gritty about what you think, feel, and believe about yourself. Because if you don't feel like, if you don't feel like you deserve to be loved, why would this person come in and show you the love that you truly do want? You don't get what you want. You get what you are. You feel me? So when you're out here and you're dating or dealing with people, they're giving you what you are. If you don't feel like, oh my God, I can have this person, and you're putting them on this pedestal, they're going to treat you like an option. And that's not what you want. You have to kill that shit. The cards are really pretty much right on time. You got to put to rest that old version of you so that you can come into that newer version of you. Because this death card and the Fool card for me is saying you're starting over, but you need to know who the hell you are at your core, but you really need to dive deep and do the work. It's not okay, I woke up today and I'm not accepting this. No, you really have to dive deep into your subconscious beliefs to figure out how you're going to change them. And it does start with the thought changes. There's more to it, obviously, but you have to shift those thinking. You have to shift those thoughts. Because you do deserve to be loved away. Baby, if y'all just listen to me, it could be so brand new. That relationship that you're yearning for, it can and will happen. But I'm telling you, you got to kill that old you. Bring back the new you, or bring it to, the forefront. And let's go on this new journey together to fall in love all over again. But you got to fall in love with you first. Love you. Right now, ask yourself, if you were someone else, would you date you? And be so honest with yourself. That is a hard question to answer. And if you feel like, oh, I'm difficult, or I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, those are the beliefs that you hold about yourself. And guess what? The world is going to reflect that. So if you believe you're difficult, you're going to find guys or girls that get with you and they'll tell you that you're difficult. Start saying it's easy to love you. It's fun to love you. But you have to do those things for yourself. You feel me? I could go on and on and on and on and on. But I'm telling you now, I sense an old relationship trying to come back. Somebody wants it really bad, but you don't know how to do it. But it starts with the thinking, okay? You have to shift the thinking. You do deserve to be loved, and that person can give you the love that you want. But you have to kill the old version of you. Get rid of the ego and allow yourself to be who you are at your core. And if you have any negative thoughts and beliefs about yourself, you have to shift them. I think that something was prominent that was said that I heard. It was Louise Hay, and she was saying, you need to affirm in who and what you are twice as much as you affirm in everything you think you are. When you start to worry and you have doubts and you negative self-talk, you do that all day long. So you need to twice as much go in on how amazing you are, how wonderful you are, accepting and loving yourself. And I know 300 to 400 times a day sounds like a lot, but you do it already. The subconscious beliefs are rolling around in your head, and you're allowing them to just fester, and they're growing and growing. And so what it's doing is it's allowing, like, your subconscious is picking those experiences for you through your 3D reality. It has to give you what you're looking for. And although consciously that is not what you want, those are the subconscious beliefs. The subconscious is really in control, not the conscious. But we do everything consciously. But you have to shift the thinking, okay? If you want more in depth, please feel free to inbox me, send me a message, send me an email, book me on my website. I can absolutely go in depth about these things when it comes to shifting. But I'm telling you, Power 3 people, it can and will happen, but it starts with you, okay? I hope that helps. Book me at Ny'Chel Dior. I am doing private readings. I only book through my website, so please do not get scammed. I will never, ever, 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 ever go in the comments and say, hey, I want to do a reading for you. No. The only way to book a reading through me is through my website, Ny'ChelDior.com. Ny'ChelDior.com. And I will link it in my description. It'll also be at the bottom of this video, and it will be there for you. In the event you need some in-depth clarification, feel free to message me, okay? All right. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all at the next one.